So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 29-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the safety creep.
On the counter, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. 6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Elliott. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 58 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He was brought down by Malik Collins. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Ingram. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Check, check. Watch 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Ingram. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 41 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people are starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 78 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Elliott. And now running right through it. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Cooper's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
This is Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. You ain't
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Cooper was the intended target. 15 seconds, all that remains for this 1st half as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Come on, let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you. I got you.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Owasor. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott lets it fly deep for... He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. On first down, it's Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A first down throw for Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 70 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go now with Olawale. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for two. Now Prescott. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. Snead's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He'll run it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.